Buffs Nation, what's going on? Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Before I get started, want to let y'all know that I do have my interview with NFL draft scout Bill Carroll coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, so please be sure to tune in for that. I'll throw the link in the description, hit that notification, but let's go ahead and get started. I did kind of an impromptu live stream last night, and there was something that was kind of brought up that I wanted to go ahead and talk about, really just giving props to Coach Prime and the entire organization around him, because I think what maybe the NBA had witnessed with Jerry Buss and the Lakers introducing Showtime, understanding the importance of story and telling the stories of each player, making the sport, the event, a show. You know, fast forward 40 years later, we're seeing now Coach Prime, who has always understood the power of story, now in charge of programs, in charge of Jackson State, now in charge of the CU Buffs, utilizing the power of story in a revitalized and new way that we've never seen done before. When Dr. Jerry Buss bought the Lakers, there was no such thing in the NBA as cheerleaders or shows or using the whole arena for different events throughout the year. And then we've seen his influence continue to stretch not only throughout the NBA in putting on a show for each game, but professional sports as a whole. And what's really cool is that now we're seeing a new iteration of this with Coach Prime, in which he has his team of Bucky and Darius and Uncle Neely and all the people involved with those productions that continually show on a daily basis the story of the CU Buffs, the stories of the players, and we really get to know each person on the team as a friend or a family member. This is unprecedented access, and sometimes I feel like it's being overlooked about how new and innovative this whole approach is to creating buzz and exposure. It's not reliant entirely, on big TV contracts or anything like that. Of course, he does have the Amazon documentary coming back, but again, they're putting the control in their own hands in terms of distributing this information, and it's done in a way in which we've never seen before. Again, we've seen things like Hard Knocks pop up or different documentary series where they follow the team around, but nothing with this sort of unprecedented, authentic access. And I want to give props to Coach Prime, to Darius, to Uncle Neely, to Bucky, because they truly understand the art and the importance of telling story throughout sports. Yes, people like football and the X's and O's, but more than anything, what Coach Prime and his team understands is that people want to watch sports in the way of watching a story unfold, a movie unfold. We want to vicariously live through these athletes to some extent, and they understand the power in that. And that's what I just wanted to get on here and say, is that Coach Prime, it is so rare to see a coach understand the power of story the way that he does, telling his own story, Shedeur's story, everybody else's story on the team. And that's what's going to make this team even that much more fun to root for, is because we get to see the day-to-day to an extent. We get to peek behind the curtain for just a moment every day and see how they're working and how they're bonding together and what they're overcoming. So props to Coach Prime. If you're a lover of story, if you're a movie fan, if you're a book fan, if you're not even a sports fan, I think that this team and the way they go about things has a way of captivating an audience that hasn't really felt attached to anything sports related before. So thanks for tuning in. I want to know your thoughts on all of this. This is kind of coming more from a creative or artsy perspective, but it's very rare you find people in athletics that understand the show, the story, the creative, the style, winning, but winning with a particular captivating style. It's rare. So props to Coach Prime. I'm excited to see this unfold, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you all later tonight, and as always, Sko Buffs.